We want to thank Assemblyman Mike Ng for his support and Mayor Anthony Wong for their support. At this time, I want to give some recognition to Ann Chang. The idea of the contest was my idea. I wanted to have a contest where the high schools would compete on their presentation of an environmental issue. Ann happens to be in a meeting, and she says, high school students don't want to be playing with cardboard. Why don't you have a film contest? And I said, wow, that's a great idea. And so Ann Chang's idea of the film contest, okay, and she's here. Ann, would you raise your hand so we know who you are? Okay. Just want to thank you for that. Also, I want to mention the potential schools from the rules. These are students from the city of Monterey Park attending schools. And those potential schools are Mark Keppel, Alhambra, Shure, Ramona Convent, and Don Bosco. But at this time, I would like to let the commissioners, okay, we're a commission of 5 adults and 2 youth, but the commissioners are here, and I would like for them to say something one at a time. Mr. Stedman Ng, would you please come and say a few words?
Everyone, thank you very much for all the support that you guys have given to us. We're pretty excited about this film competition. Williams put a lot of time into it, and pretty excited. So hopefully we get some good participation. There are some great prizes, as Assembly Member Ng mentioned, $1,000 for the first prize, $750 for the second, and $500 for the third. So there's definitely some incentives. So let's get some kids out here and put together some good films. Thanks.
Mr. Thomas Wong.
If I could, I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the other things that the Commission is trying to get involved with in some of our efforts going on for this next year. The Commission really believes and truly believes that outreach is one of our main tasks, and outreach to the community, especially the community where half of the population is born in another country and speaks a different language at home. It's especially difficult. And so one of the ways that we believe is effective in reaching out to these homes is really to reach out to the youth and to the children who are going to school, and they're looking to learn, and they're looking for ways to really make an impact on their communities. And so what better way to engage students than to allow them a forum to be creative and to do what they want with the topic. And our topic for the high school film contest, of course, is how to reduce the carbon footprint in the San Gabriel Valley. And I think the purpose of this is really twofold. One is to really engage students and young people to really think critically and creatively about what we can do as people, as families, as businesses, as residents in the city and in the valley to really reduce our impact on the earth, and also to use whatever videos they create to further our outreach efforts, to use the video as an educational tool for adults, other students that haven't participated in this, and to really get out there, get the word out on how each of us can take our responsibility seriously and to really reduce negative impacts we do have on our planet. And so we also part of this is to outreach to not just high schools, but to East LA College, one of the largest community colleges in the nation. I believe there are 60,000 students plus that study at the campus, or at the 4 different campuses. We also want to focus our collaboration there, and also with the city's library, where hundreds of people go through every day, both young and old, and in between, to learn and to educate themselves and to make efforts to really better their own lives there. What better way to outreach than to really have educational, efforts and educational tools there available for them to learn more about this, especially since there's a lot of talk about green jobs and green collar jobs. what better way to outreach and to reach out to them than at the library and at ELAC, which is training many of our future workers and residents and community members. At this time, I think William is going to come up. If you have questions, I think we'll be taking questions at the end. Yes.
Dr. Armando Figueroa.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here and supporting, what we definitely believe is important for the city of Monterey Park, for the state of California. Something I want to mention as a professor of chemistry is the topic of this contest, which is, carbon footprint. Carbon footprint, we hope that is going to, while the students are researching the topic, is going to create, it's going to ignite that consciousness and bring it to their house about how much waste do we produce, how much water do we waste, how do we use our landscape, landscape that actually reflects what Monterey Park is and it should be. We're very happy. As a professor, I'm very excited that we are targeting high school students. I think that first and foremost because we always believe that students, well, we know that they are the future, but also it is the key to get into their houses. It's the key to target their grandmothers, their grandparents, their granddads, their parents, their little brothers and siblings. And in that way, we hope that we are actually targeting the whole nuclear family. And moving forward, with our main goal, to create consciousness, to create awareness. As you know, there's, I'm very sure Assemblymember Mike Eng is very aware of this. There's a enormous crisis, economic crisis in the state and in the whole nation. So we need the support of everyone. We cannot be spending money to create programs, but we do kind of spend money to educate the students, to tell them, this is how you should behave. This is how a citizen should work, to work not only towards your family, but also, towards the benefits of your city and the state. And I think that that's the cheapest and the most maybe practical way to do it right now. I'm very happy that we have taken under this task, and I am very sure that we'll be very successful. Thank you.
Mr. Vincent Chang.
Thank you very much, William. I am actually the baby of this commission because I was just recently appointed by Councilman David Lau. But I also serve as the president of the Chamber of Commerce as well as a member of the library trustee. And I can assure you that both the library and the chamber members are all behind this film festival. And I'm not going to go ahead and repeat what everybody else just said, but I'll echo what they said. And also to thank our sponsors, including Assemblymember Ng as well as Mayor Huang. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to William.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we will field questions. If you have any questions you'd like to ask.